Hi there, I just want to do a quick talk, and I want to talk about the smart grid. And you know, as you can see, you've got a picture here. And how does it start off? It starts off with computers, then it leads to personal computers, then it leads to like smartphones, and all this is leading to people being, you know, as they are addicted to this stuff, and eventually technology inside the brain and the body linking you to the smarts and this grid, because it's all the computers are all one, you see, and they're all part of artificial intelligence. And that's the plan. So that you're addicted as you know, just like in this picture. You know, and it's separating the family unit, it separates couples, it builds narcissistic, needy personalities, people that are very depressed, unhappy, and that's the idea. That's the idea, because to the system it's better to have you under control like this than to have you happy and awake, because if you're happy and awake, the system, I believe, probably does think that we would be too powerful, you see. And this demonic force has, you know, feeds off of negativity and depression. You know, that's basically what demonic energy feeds off. And this demonic force knows that it's dying because of the global awakening. But that's how it starts, by computers, then leads to, like in this picture, you know, two people thinking of their internet, you know, taking pictures of themselves together, not because they love each other, but because of the attention they think they'll get on social media. So that's what this is all about building. But when you spiritually awaken, and a global awakening will allow us as a whole to look at this technology and make it work for us, but that wasn't the intention from the system, obviously. You know, they're not going to make technology just to please you, you know, it's to control you. You know, everything outward has to control you to get you to be depressed in the way that this demonic force wants. That's why demonic force does what it does, because demonic forces can't live off of happiness. They feed off of depressive emotions, and that's it. But like I say, what it's leading to, what the system is trying to do, and you can look this up, it's called Agenda 2030, is to have humans connected to this stuff technologically by 2030. It's called Agenda 2030. And you know that, and you can look this up. You know, look everything that I say up, look it up, because I want you to know that what I do is, obviously I had an unexpected spiritual awakening, but the other stuff I speak about, I look for online and came across it, and I make sure that it's facts I'm saying. And so, you know, that's where the system's wanting everything to go, you know. And how the smart grid works is it works by, it calculates how we live our lives, the information we give on the internet, and then it feeds back to us what we've created ourselves. So basically this grid works by us creating our own technological smart grid prison. You know, what we feed online is what stays online, and that then becomes the searches or whatever. And the whole idea is to turn our brains into an internet, and only allow the information from the internet. That's the idea of linking our brains to artificial intelligence. So therefore, there won't be any free outside thoughts. It's another way of stopping free, you know, different opinions and outside viewpoints. That's the idea. So that you think that you're free, but you're actually, your brain is completely subdued by this technology. You know, and you're not even capable of thinking outside of it, because the brain will be connected, you see. But like I say, this is happening because the system knows it's game over for themselves. That's why they're trying to rush this out to people that have not had spiritual awakenings yet. People that have woke up would not allow this technology to control them. They would not allow their brains to be linked with artificial intelligence. They wouldn't buy into it. But the asleep person will buy into it, because the asleep person believes that technology was actually designed to make them happy. They're actually crazy. They actually think that everything that's given to them in the world is to benefit them. And it's madness, you know, to think that, when a system has to control the many. You know, by controlling the many, you control every situation happening on the planet. For example, wars can't happen without soldiers. You know, the soldiers make wars possible by fighting. But they make us think that it's the few that have the power of wars, which is just simply not true. It's us. Wars is a decision from us as a collective. If enough people want war and make war, then it will happen. So it's not governments that make war, but it's the people that make war. And that's just it. But like I say, you know, it's because of a panic, because of people waking up. You know, the system fears the most people who are tuning into what's within them and following that and being happy, because this happiness destroys this demonic force. Demonic forces, like I say, feeds off of negativity and depression. You know, the system likes illness. Illness is a machine. You know, the pharmaceutical industry makes billions of dollars, billions of pounds every year from the need and supply for drugs. So illness and all this depression and stuff is a machine to keep the demonic force alive, because demons and demonic energy dies if it's not being fed with depressive energy. You know, it lives off depressive energy the way we live off of air. And like I say, this force is dying, and that's why they're trying to rush this out, because they know it's game over, and they know that they can only get the people that are asleep. And my job is to just share this as I do, get this out there, that the power is within you, and that's what's happening. We're going through a global awakening, but the choice to wake up is actually us. Everything's a choice. Everything's a conscious and subconscious decision. You can choose to be controlled by the smartphones or smart gadgets, or you can choose to let your soul lead the way. Let your heart lead the way. That's what I do. And you know, awakening is simply happens when you just let your soul lead the way. Let what's within you guide you, and you know, be within stillness. And then you'll realize, you know, you'll come to clarity and insight, and that is what leads to true happiness. Not just pretend happiness, but true joy and true happiness. And that is what will destroy, and what is destroying this demonic forces that is putting this AI smart grid out there. But anyway, I'm just going to end it there. If you're watching, you're meant to watch it. Everything falls to divine order and divine timing. You are the one infinity. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you.